It's the Bionce Foxx experience on today's R&B and Throwbacks V103. Superstar Ne-Yo in the building. I'm cutting right to the chase.
How are you?
Ne-Yo, I love you.
Thank you.
Dude,
I return that love.
My
Indeed.
goodness.
Received and returned.
Yes, sir. Let me tell you, you are one of the best performers I have seen. And when I say, I'm not just saying that, I've told people that over the years. I saw you many, many years ago when I was on our hip-hop station, WGCI, down the hall. Mm-hmm. You were performing at something, it's called Macy's now, but it was Marshall Fields at the time. They do this big fashion and music thing.
I think I vaguely remember
Man,
that. Yeah.
I sat in awe at your performance.
Thank
You are one of the greatest performers ever.
That's love.
For our generation.
I appreciate
I might be a little older than you.
That is a compliment that I rarely get, so I highly appreciate it. Thank you.
Because you're a triple threat. The singing, the dancing. You're an entertainer. You're like one of those Rat Pack Days type entertainers.
Now that's a compliment.
Yes.
Because
a lot of artists
was a huge influence of mine, especially growing up. I grew up in Vegas. So,
yeah.
A lot of the Rat Pack, a lot of that era.
Yes.
And Sammy was the only one that looked like me, so that's the one I gravitated to.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
So I appreciate that.
Yes, sir. No diss to any artist nowadays, but a lot of time, they're just studio artists or they're just stand there on stage and sing. You don't get I like the whole production, the whole entertainment aspect, and you definitely bring that.
Well, thank you, man.
So thank you for that fresh talent. Multi-Grammy Award-winning artist. Not only do you sing the hits, but you write them. You have written for so many artists. Let me just brag on you just a little bit. You wrote Spotlight for our very own Jennifer Hudson.
Shouts to Jennifer Hudson. Shouts.
Yes. J Hud. I named her that, by the way. Love her. Rihanna's Take a Bow, one of my favorite Riri songs.
Appreciate that.
Of course, Carrie Hilson's Pretty Girl Rock.
Mm-hmm.
And, of course, everybody knows you wrote Beyonce's Irreplaceable.
Yes, indeed.
And you also wrote for Mario, who you're on tour with now. We'll get to that in just a minute. But you wrote Let Me Love You.
Yes, indeed.
Man. How many artists would you say you've written for?
I don't know.
Just scores? Can we say scores?
We'll say scores.
Okay,
yeah,
we'll say scores.
I like that. Yeah, I've never taken the time to really sit down and count. But yeah, I've been blessed. I've been blessed in my career to have written for a whole bunch of different people, and everybody was cool. Everybody has a horror story about this artist or that artist or whatever. I don't really have none. And I'm aware of how rare that is.
Yeah.
Everybody has a bad day, but for whatever reason, when I come across the artist, they be in the best of spirits, and we have a good time, and normally a hit comes out of it. So,
that'll work. Yeah, you definitely got those hits, man. And you are considered one of the most influential figures in modern music.
Wow.
Do you know how heavy that is?
I was not even aware of that. Damn, okay.
What?
I'll take that accolade.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
how does that make you feel when you hear that? We're talking in modern music, not just like of the decade. We're talking about in modern music, Ne-Yo.
There are definitely times in this business and just in this journey where you don't feel as appreciated. You know what I mean? It happens. It definitely happens. So to hear something like that just makes me feel above anything else highly blessed and appreciated. And I appreciate the love.
Did you always know that you were going to do this music thing and that is what was going to make you famous?
I always knew that I wanted to.
Okay.
I've always been a very realistic person. And the reality is things do not always happen the way you want them to. Things do not always happen the way you think they're going to. So but I will say that once I decided that it was going to be music, I didn't look back. I didn't give myself a plan B. And that might be a life lesson. Everybody says, have a backup plan.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily believe in backup plans. I believe if you have a plan B, that means you don't truly believe in plan A. You don't think plan A is going to work. So like, just in case this don't work. Nah, ain't no just in case. If you feel like that's where you're supposed to be, then that's where you look, and you don't look nowhere else until you get to where you're trying to go.
Man, that's some great advice right there. I took a little piece of that myself. Like real good talk. So you're working on music, of course. Is that just like an ever-present thing that you do in your life?
Oh, yeah.
There's never a time where you just like, okay, I'm going to take about 6 months off and not write anything?
Well, the only time I take time off now is for my kids. I have 7 beautiful children.
Yes.
And, they require their time.
Okay.
So if I'm not in the studio or if I'm not on the road, I am at home being dad, and I'm not Ne-Yo at home. You
Okay.
know, I'm dad at home. I take the trash out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I wash the dishes every now and then.
Okay.
You have other people that do that, but yeah, I'm dad at home. But yeah, music is woven into my DNA. I couldn't not do music if I tried. It just naturally happens. And then my kids are falling in love with music now, so that's exciting. You know, my 14-year-old daughter, her musical taste is ridiculous. Like, she be putting me on the stuff that I wasn't even aware. Where did you find this?
At 14?
At 14, yes.
Oh
yes.
my
Shout out to Maddie.
goodness.
Maddie, Mason, S.J., Roman, Izzy, Braden, and Brixton. All my little children.
Oh, beautiful. I love it. So you dropped Show Me
Yes.
in 2024. Talk about that.
So Show Me is my latest single. It is everything that is right with R&B, if I do say so myself. You know what I'm saying? I love that the pendulum is slowly swinging back towards talent and passion and vulnerability. You know, some of the things that I felt like made the genre of R&B great, I feel like we're swinging back towards that. So Show Me is one to add to your baby making playlist, to chilling with your boo playlist, whatever you call that playlist. When it's you and that person that you give a damn about like that, Show Me is a song to put on that playlist. If should you make a baby with this song, congratulations or I'm sorry. One of the two applies.
It's a congratulations.
All right, we'll do that. We'll do that.
Yes.
Congratulations.
And you're also an actor, of course. You were recently in the BMF series. Are you going to continue that route? I mean, you didn't just do that. You've done several projects. So is acting something that is going to kind of creep up next to music? Or what you going to do with that?
Acting is definitely going to creep up next to music. I'm learning to appreciate the art form. You know, it's just really kind of cool to see how far outside of yourself you can go.
Yeah.
You know, because I told myself if I was going to do the acting thing, I want to play the kind of roles that people look at and then later on be like, wait, that was Ne-Yo?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Like, I want to be that type of actor.
Okay.
You know, and that requires, you know, some training. And some experience.
Yeah.
So I'm working on it.
I thought you did a great job, though. You look like a legit actor to me.
Appreciate it.
Absolutely, absolutely. So Ne-Yo, okay, you know I'm going to bring it up, right?
Of course.
I know you're super, super busy. I'm just trying to figure out, how do you balance a professional career, the beautiful 7 children, and these beautiful 4 women that you're involved with?
Well, some things have to be sacrificed, you know.
Okay.
Sleep. Personal
Sleep?
time. All
Okay.
these things have to be sacrificed. No. You
I'm
know
trying
what?
to figure out how do you do it because my schedule is nowhere near yours, and sometimes I don't know what day it is.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely have those days.
Okay.
But I'll put it this way. So everybody in my life understands that if this life is going to continue being as beautiful and comfortable as it is, you have to appreciate the working end of the gun.
Okay.
Meaning, you got to give me time to rest because I got to get up. I
Yeah.
got to go to work. I got to get on that stage. I got to get in that studio. So everybody understands that that means you might not get as much time from me as you genuinely want.
Okay.
You know, and I've been blessed to be surrounded with people that understand that. So, you know, the women in my life, they get the time that they get and they're appreciative. My kids, they get the time they get and they're appreciative because again, they have to respect the working end of the gun. I have to do what I'm doing. I have to be Ne-Yo in order to maintain. If y'all want to keep this ship afloat, daddy got to go to work. And if daddy got to go to work, daddy got to get some sleep. And that's just what it is.
That makes a lot of sense. Just
Yeah.
one more on that whole situation. I think it's very intriguing that you are involved in a polyamorous relationship. And for those who don't know, it's when several people consent to be in a relationship.
Yes.
And you have 4 girlfriends,
Yes.
if you will. So I just want to ask, as a woman, what is it that attracts you to that lifestyle? No judgment, none of that. I'm truly intrigued. And you're such good people that I know I can ask you this.
Absolutely.
Is it because you're looking for different things and you feel as though you should have different people so you can be satisfied in all those areas?
That's a good way to put it.
Okay.
I think that, and mind you, I'm not knocking monogamy at all.
Okay.
You know, I know people that have been married for years, happily, successfully, and if you have figured out how to do that, more power to you, more blessings and love to you. Me personally, I can't wear the same pair of shoes more than twice before I need a new pair. And if you think about life, if you think about, you know, just everyday life, you can't wake up and wear the same clothes every day. You can't eat at the same restaurant every day. You can't, like, it's just a need for diversity and different energies. That's just who I've always been, and I finally realized that that's who I've always been. So now I'm living in my truth, and I can honestly say I'm happier now than I've ever been. And the key element of it is honesty. Honesty with yourself, honesty with the people involved. I'm not selling no dreams. I'm not taking anybody's choice away. You know what I'm saying? I lay it out there. Here's what it is. Here's how I'm rocking. Here's how I'm not rocking. If you with it, let's rock. If you're not, that's cool too. No love lost. You go your way, I go mine. You know?
Simply
and
put.
And I think that's the part of it that people don't understand. I ain't brainwashing nobody. You know what I'm saying? I've seen some of the nasty things that have been said, and it's all cool, fine and good. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. You ain't, you know, that rolls off my back. I'm fine. I'm fine. I just need everyone to understand, if you know, if you're intrigued and you're curious about what's going on, everyone over here is happy because everyone over here has made a decision to be happy. And that's what it is. I haven't taken anyone's decision away. These women decided to do this. I didn't trick nobody. I didn't lie to nobody. These women decided to do what they do. And I will say this. Everybody can't be in a polyamorous relationship. I'm dealing with 4 different women, 4 different personalities, 4 different energies, and I need to make sure that everybody feels as equally as important as everybody else. And not all men can do that. That's just the reality of it. So, you know, more power to me, damn it.
Thank you for that explanation.
No problem.
And I'm just happy that you're happy.
I am extremely happy, as are the women in my life, as are my children. Everybody's happy. You know what I'm saying? It's really crazy to me that people feel like I should give a damn about what they think about my personal life. Like, this is me. This is my life. I'm the gatekeeper here. If I don't want to let you in, you can't come in. Like, what are you doing?
Yes.
You wasting your time. You took time out of your day to go on IG and write something crazy comment under my post.
Yeah.
And didn't nobody make you do that. Didn't nobody force you to do. You didn't have to do that. You chose to do that. So if you choose negativity, I'm choosing positivity, and we both entitled to our choices. So
absolutely,
you live yours and I'm gonna live mine. There we go.
There it is. Thank you for that, Ne-Yo. I've always been intrigued by that. So thank you.
No problem.
Appreciate that. And finally, tonight it is going down at the United Center, the For My Fans tour.
Indeed. Mario, myself, Mary J. Blige.
Yes.
Listen, this is a music lovers tour. You're going to get in there. Get there early, all right? Because you want to catch Mario's set, you want to catch my set, and then, of course, Mary J. Blige bring that whole thing home. Mario has one of the dopest voices in music, if I do say so myself. Not just R&B music, music period. That boy can sing. For real, for real. There are very few artists who, if they wanted to, could just stand in one place and just sing their damn song. Mario is one of those people. So you want to make sure that you get there and catch that man's set. This is a tour where you're going to sing every song. You know what I mean?
Can't wait.
Every single song. You're going to remember where you were the first time you heard it. It's going to remind you of that boyfriend that worked out or the one that didn't, that girlfriend that worked that didn't. You're going to remember where you was when you heard the song. You're going to leave with less voice than you came in with. That's what this tour is. So, yeah. Don't take my word for it. I'll see y'all tonight.
Excited for it, and I'm so excited for you, Ne-Yo. Keep doing great things, man. Keep being you, and keep churning out this music that blesses our ears. We appreciate you so much. We play you all the time here on V103.
Appreciate the love. Appreciate y'all holding on to my old catalog. Appreciate y'all embracing the new stuff. Show Me is the brand new single. Make sure y'all check that out. Again, it's one for the Baby Making playlist. Oh, and before we go, I want to talk to you about what we handed you when we first walked in. It's called Tasty Sounds. So here's what it is. It's a lollipop, right? There's a button on the base of the lollipop. You push the button. Put the lollipop in your mouth. Bite down on it, and you can hear my song playing.
Stop it. Can we try that right now?
Not yet.
Oh, my goodness. Nothing's going to be funny or nothing. I'm not going to get high or nothing like that. Okay. Let me see.
Not like that.
Okay, give me those instructions again, Ne-Yo.
Okay, so there's a button on the base.
A button here? Oh, and they got headphones on and everything. Push the button.
Push the button. There should be a light. I think you got to hold the button down.
Oh, I got to hold it. Okay.
Hold it down. And when you see the light at the base of it.
Oh, I'm not seeing the light. Oh, there we go.
There you go. Now you put the lollipop in your mouth and bite down on it, and you should be able to hear my song playing. Hold on.
Am I biting too hard?
No, just bite down on it and just leave it there.
Okay. Oh my God.
Can you hear it?
Yeah.
There you go.
This is genius. Who came up with this, man? I like sweets and music. This is perfect. Oh my God, Ne-Yo, I love you.
Thank you.
I love you so much, man. This is dope.
We're doing some different things.
This is dope. Okay. Thank you,
Tasty
Ne-Yo.
Sounds. The link is in the bio if you want to try it out. We working on different flavors and different songs and the whole nine. But as of right now, it's one flavor, one song, and we also working on getting it to where basically everywhere that you can get candy.
Much love.
Yeah, man.
Thank you.